Good morning. Good morning. We're live on a Monday. We've got a couple friends in the house. We're going to talk to them in a few minutes. So everybody stick around. Let's get this thing started. Whoops. Wrong screen. Wrong screen. What happened to my screen? Where'd my screen go? There it is, down here. It moved. Well, looks like it's going to be a good morning. Let's see who we've got in chat. Let's see. Jerry Hawley was the first one in. Artist on the Road second. And waiting on a few more people before we get to our two special guests. Let's see what everybody's saying. Hello, Jeanette. Artist on the Road. Jerry Hawley. Good morning. Jerry's back in the office today for the first time in a while. Uh-oh, Jerry says he needs a muffin. This must be Muffin Monday, so we're going to get some muffins later on. Muffins. So what did everybody do on the weekend? We're just hanging here for a few minutes until we get a few more people in, and then we're going to have a special guest or two or three. I don't know how we got them in the bus, but we're in the bus. I stuffed them in a corner so they can't get away. And I'm looking still for more people. It says we have 6 in here. Fantastic Travels. Sherry, good morning. Glad you're here. The guests are waving to everybody. We'll get them up on screen once they calm down a little bit. They're shaking right now. The whole bus is moving. So once they calm down, we'll get them up there. So what did everybody do for the weekend? Anything special? Same old here. It's going to be one whole month, and then I head back east. Boy, time is flying. As you can tell by that clock on the left, that thing is just moving like crazy. It doesn't slow down either. I'm going to be heading over to Schoolypalooza tomorrow for a couple days. Hopefully get some content. Maybe pick up a few sign jobs, and we'll see how that goes. Let's see. We've got, says 6 in the house. I only see 3 talking, so I know Norris Dabney's here. He's always in the background, all my lives. Hopefully we'll pick up some new people along the way. If you didn't know, Randy, the mobile traveler, did an interview on me and my shuttle bus the other day, so that's up live on his. Mel and Nettie, good morning. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. And let's see. He did Harvey Ashes in April, interview with them. He did Roy and Becky, and he also did my guests, which will be up later today. Good morning, Norris. I knew you were back there. So how's things going, everybody? And Mel and Nettie are still heading out Thursday. I'm hoping to be back. If I'm not, you have a safe trip. Depends on if I get booked up with some work for some vinyl graphics. We'll see. Just woke up. I've been up since those stupid coyotes were yapping all night long. But I couldn't shoot them because they make too much noise. Hopefully I'll get them on camera one day. Alright, let's go to our main screen here. There we go. Oh, if you haven't noticed, I have new backgrounds, new screens for February. Today is February 1st, I believe. Should be. Let me check my calendar to be sure. Because Friday I still had Wednesday's date up. Yep. I forgot to change it. 3 a.m., yeah. Yep. But one of these days I might get a sound bite out of it. Hey, RV Ashes in April. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Okay, we're getting a few more people in. We got 10. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, please. That helps my channel, and I'm trying to grow it right now. I kind of neglected it for a while, but we're back on it again. I'm doing lots of playlists, and I have to adjust my expensive tripod over here that you've seen before. Let's see. Yeah, it sounded like there was a bunch. And they sounded like they were right beside my van there for a little while. But I was too nice and warm, and so I just stayed in bed. So now everybody's chatting with everybody else, and it says we have 10 in the house. Well, we can do a quick roll call even though I know who's here. And we'll see how it goes after that. Maybe do it again. Hang on. I always put that roll call up just to let people know. I always like to know who's in here. All right, let's see. Norris Dabney is probably my #1 watcher. He watches every live stream, every video. If he misses it, he goes back and watches it. I wish I had about 5,000 just like him. I'd be 10,000 watch hours by now. All right, so let's see. Nobody new's coming in. We lost one, but that's okay. They'll be back. Let me see here. I think I'm going to give you guys a hint as to who this might be that's coming in. Not much of a hint, but let's give it a try and see. I know some of you will know who this is. Don't say who it is until we bring them up. And here's your hint. Yeah, it's just a black truck with blank windows. I wonder who that could be. All right, let's get back to this ugly puss here and see what's going on. Reading the chat, not much going on in there. Everybody's still chatting away. Good, good. Be sure to put this stream out on your social media. Maybe we can get a few more people in. I can't connect to Facebook right now because of the Wi-Fi bandwidth here. It's too low. Once I get back in Wilmington, I'll be able to go unlimited on bandwidth. I'll be hardwired right into the net. So that'll be nice. Is the sound okay? Is the picture okay? Let me know. Make sure everything's coming out all right. I'm getting a little bit of wonky readings on my stream health here from OBS. Green, kind of yellow, down to red. So you never know. People are starting to get up around here and getting online. Yes, I think you do. Most everybody in here does, I think, except one or two. But that's okay. When I bring up the next one, you'll definitely know. Let's see, we've been on for 9 minutes. Wow. Feels like about 20. Yeah, it says I'm frozen, but it's gonna loosen up. Ford Man, aka Kenneth Oaks. Good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, every time a little block down here, stream health goes to red, I get frozen just a little bit. Should have freed up by now, so let me know. Let me go over and check YouTube. It says no data, but we'll keep going anyway. Because this is recording also, so I have a recording on my computer. And I can upload if I have to. All right. Another 5 minutes and we're going to get our guests up here and see if they faint or see if they can carry through. They said they're nervous. I said there's nothing to be nervous about. It's just a camera. It doesn't bite. I said the people on the other side of the camera might, but not the camera. All right, let me see. We're going to take a short break for a second, and I'll be right back. All right, and I think we're back. Whoops, wrong button. I almost gave away who's here. Anyway, I've got lots of new videos I've been uploading. I've simplified my playlist. If anybody wants to play that, you're more than welcome. Be sure to share this out on social media and invite your friends to come on in. And let me see. I've got a couple new screens, so all right, thanks. Appreciate that. Keeping an eye on the stream for me. Let's see. There we go. Got to get back to this one. I'm going to try and change the background screens every month. As you know, this one's completely different from last month's. Hopefully, if it's not every month, it'll be every other month. It takes a lot of work to set everything up in OBS, but once you get it set up, it's just a push of a button. All right, glad to hear you're doing good, Kenneth. Yeah, sometimes I hit the wrong button, but that's part of the learning curve. OBS is a bigger learning curve than all the other software. All right, we're coming up on that special time here. We've got about 3 minutes, and I'll bring up our guests, and we'll start chatting with them, see what they're doing, what they've done, where they're going. And who knows, might even be some fun, too. You never can tell. I don't have, let's see. Before I bring them up, let's check out their video here. Yeah, not yet. Make you guys wait a little while. I'm looking to see if anybody else is coming in. We've got 9 in the house, and I don't know if I can tell over here in YouTube. Thumbs up over here if somebody would give me that information. Yeah, I can't see it over here. YouTube. I don't start up YouTube, my channel, because it takes too much bandwidth. So I'm just using Studio and OBS. It says 8 concurrent views. Okay, well, that's pretty good, I guess. Mel Nettie says she's so excited to see my guests. You know, if I get on a roll, I might not even bring them up. Nah, I'll bring them up for you. All right. Arse on the Road knows who it is. Mel knows Nettie knows who it is. Harvey Ashes in April knows who it is. Everybody knows who it is except Kenneth and probably Norris. But that's okay. Tell everybody I've got guests coming up in 1 minute. 1 minute. But I'll first show a quick video, really quick. Yeah. It's supposed to be sunny today, but it's cloudy right now. If I didn't have the Reflectix on this window over here, the sun would be coming right in, and this thing would just glow like crazy. You wouldn't be able to see it. 11 thumbs up, thank you very much. Margie, I appreciate it. So 11 thumbs up and 9. It always is nice to have more thumbs up than the people you have in here. Yeah, Jeanette, I need some solar too. I may have to break out the generator. All right, I think it's about that time. Yeah, it is. I'm going to bring up a video, just a real quick one. Excuse the wind noise. It was windy yesterday when I took this. And unfortunately, I can't edit the wind out. But here we go. And hang on. Keep your hat on. See our view. These new members to our cul-de-sac tribe. Excuse the wind noise. I'm on my phone. Here's their Class A, which is a South Wind by Fleetwood. Nice looking rig. And you'll be meeting them in a minute. And there you have it. That's who's visiting today. See our view. Carrie Jo, good morning. Thank you for stopping in. I don't think I've seen you in one of my live streams before. I appreciate you being here. We're going to bring up our guests now. We're going to bring up a full screen first, and then we're going to shrink them down into a tiny box to keep them from getting in trouble. So here we have Crystal and Tim. We're live. See our view. And like I said, it's going to be a different interview, I can tell.
Is it morning?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, we've got 11 in the house now, so Mel and Nettie says hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Fantastic. Said hello.
Howdy.
So, this is my first interview in the shuttle bus. So, you guys are the first.
Cool.
Got you up early. Almost had to get out there and help Tim over because he was going kind of slow.
I ain't never seen a sunset.
Sunrise.
Sunrise.
Rise. Yeah, that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Never seen a sunrise. Jeez. All right. So, Tim.
Yep.
Why did you start thinking about becoming a nomad?
Well,
And how long ago?
about 4 years ago, our finances kind of changed, and I had to take a good hard look at what we were doing and the stuff we were collecting and that kind of stuff. And what have been trying to
Volume up. Project. Project.
Anyway, long story short, I'd always wanted to travel more, and so that's when I started thinking about an RV, and we got on the YouTube and found out that it's a real thing.
It is, people don't realize it. Now we're back to double screen here, so you're down in the bottom corner. I've stuffed them into the corner of my shuttle bus because I have no other room to put them anywhere else.
It's cozy.
Yes. Crystal is on the right, if you didn't know. Tim is on the left. And they're sitting...
The dad.
Yep. Let's see, I think I have... Let me go ahead and bring up your logo just so people can really see who you are. And here we go. Here's the logo on the back of your truck. Your big logo on the left, and you're an honorary member of the cul-de-sac tribe here in Quartzsite, Arizona. And I have to find the right screen to get back to. And we're back. So, what did you do before you got on the road?
Computer tech, software support, and website developer.
Okay.
And actually still do that, just in a lot.
So
capacity.
HTML type or something different? Or?
Yeah, I'm more into WordPress and Squarespace support and that kind of stuff now.
Yeah, okay. All right. And Crystal,
Yes,
I heard you wrote a couple books.
I did.
Oh, can you tell us the titles?
Well, the first one is We Survived Our First Year in an RV, and it's the true story. Stop, Dad. It's the true story of us being on the road in our first year and what it took to get there, and it's got pictures by him in it. And then the second one's called RV Crazy, and that has a lot of it's very personal for me. It has a lot of my emotions in it, but it is fiction. So I amped up the drama for the book, and it kind of tells the story of a family, basically the same story, but a family starting out looking for an RV, trying to get into it, and that kind of thing. So
Still have that bad beard day going here. Mel Nettie says, love the logo. And Carrie Jo says, good morning to Tim and Crystal.
Good morning.
Again, Carrie Jo is new in the stream. I'm not sure where she's from, but I'm sure she'll tell us. So how long have you been on the road?
It's been over 3.5 years now.
Full time?
Yep.
So how has anything changed from when you first started?
We've learned a little bit more about it. And
Okay.
my brother was with us, so we started out 4 of us and then 2 dogs, and it's not the same 2 we have. We had a Rottweiler Collie with us, so he was big, and he was like 15 when we started, so he was up there in age, and that was an interesting curve trying to get him to even go up the stairs into the RV. I had to bribe him with treats for like a week straight.
Well,
Try to get 'em in there.
RV steps are open so they can see through it, so
Mhm.
it doesn't look like there's anything there, I guess, to a dog.
Yeah,
Mel Nettie just shared out your link
Oh, thank you.
to Amazon.com. I'm not sure what that is, but
Oh, probably her books.
oh, okay, the books. Nettie, I should know that's Nettie. If you could find their YouTube link, I think isn't your interview coming up today from Randy, or is it already up?
I don't know if it's already up.
I'm not sure if he's putting it up today or tomorrow.
Okay,
Or
well,
the
look
next
for
day, but
an interview with Randy, the mobile traveler, and see our review. He did it yesterday or day before. I can't remember.
I'm.
Days
yesterday.
get messed up around here. You know, they go by fast, and you don't know what day it is. Sometimes you don't even know what month it is when you're out here in the desert.
Yeah, all that looking for water.
No thanks, artist on the road. I don't think I want any beads in it in my beard. No.
But muffins would be good.
Yeah, I think it's Muffin Monday, Monday Muffin Day, or whatever it is. I think she's probably working on that. So where have you guys been traveling?
We've been everywhere, man. We've been everywhere.
We've done like an L shape.
We've gone up to the Pacific Northwest, spent 2 years up there. We've traveled our first year around Texas before we got the grew our wings a little bit and headed out.
Yep.
And California, Oregon, Washington, and now Arizona.
Do you mostly boondock, or do you stay in camps or parks?
We mostly do thousand trails. This is actually our first long-term boondocking stay. It's really new for us, but we're learning that we can do it.
We have great teachers here.
There's a lot of people that are knowledgeable in this
Mhm.
cul-de-sac.
Yep.
We're getting thinner and thinner.
Is that
The
because
road.
we're not eating or because they're leaving?
Yeah, well, that too. Yeah, definitely. The artist in the road said, the road. I want to see that. I'm not sure what that means. Let's see. Let me go back up here and see if I missed something. Yeah. Okay. Carrie Jo's from Wisconsin. I bet it's not that warm up there. It was 52 degrees this morning. Speaking of weather, let's go take a look at the weather forecast for the next 10 days. And just going to make one minor adjustment. And then we can take a look. All right, tomorrow's supposed to be 76 and 53 for low. I like that. The next really, really high day is 75 Wednesday, and it drops back in the 60s, but the lows stay in the 40s, upper 40s. Yay, no more 30s. That'd be nice. All right, we're back. So, you guys nervous now, or you calm down?
We're hungry.
Well, we only got 36 minutes left to go. So, what else can you tell us about anything to keep this going? I didn't write down a list of questions, which I should have done.
We like winging everything.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, Crystal is Tim's daughter, and
Yes.
Tim's wife makes a die for egg roll. Yeah, she's made them a couple times, and I get in trouble with those. I eat way too many.
I think we do too.
Yep, they are fantastic. So let's see, we're down to 6 in the house, so we've lost a few. I don't know if that's because of the guests or because of me, but
They don't like us?
Margie wants to see beads in my beard. All I can say is please don't hold your breath, because it's not going to happen.
You could try braiding it.
No, I don't want to braid it either. It's just fine the way it is. It's just a little dusty from Arizona dust, which won't stick together. All right, so where can they get your books? You said on Amazon, I think.
Yep.
Every one of our video has the links to them in the description,
Okay, great.
and they're you can get them in ebook form or the hard copies.
Mm-hmm. ebook or hard copies off Amazon. Great. Nettie says she loves Crystal's sweater.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hey, I got one too.
Better be careful. You gotta go a little higher because I got some wording down at the bottom.
Oh. Oh, that's okay.
Let's see. What else did I have here to show? Something. Let's take another look at their rig since it was brought up. Uh-oh. Artist on the roll says egg rolls. And she's starting the muffins. Okay, so I guess it is a Muffin Monday.
Yes.
And I think they're blueberry today. I'm not
Yes.
sure. Never know. But here's their camper again. Just a quick shot like we did before. And it's coming up now. See our view. These new members to our cul-de-sac tribe. Excuse the wind noise. I'm on my phone. Here's their Class A, which is a South Wind by Fleetwood. Nice looking rig. And you'll be meeting them in a minute. Yes, everybody, I did that logo for them. They gave me their sticker, which is right here, and said do something with it. And so I made them up a few designs, and they came over and looked at the designs, and they said, well, I like part A, I like part C, and I like part D. So I stuck them all together, and they said, we like A, B, D. So, and that's what it came out to be. Which is, I think, this one right here. That was the finished product. And that is the, the Grand Tetons?
Yes.
Yep.
The mountain?
That's a fun story.
Yeah, those mountains are from a photo that we actually took, which is pretty neat that JT can do that. We think it's amazing.
You want to talk about the story?
Yes,
them?
please do.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, so...
Our first trip out of Texas.
Yeah.
He decides to use a paper atlas.
So you want to tell the story?
No, let's go. It's we.
You can switch back. You can switch back and forth.
So back then, I don't know why I wasn't using some sort of Google or electronic GPS. I was using a road atlas, kind of like the old days.
Because you're old.
And so, looking at the atlas, the highway going up the left of the Tetons looked less gas and more straightforward than taking the interstate up around the right side of Yellowstone. So we get to going up this mountain, which is a 10% grade for 2 miles, and the RV can't get above 15 miles an hour.
I start smelling the transmission.
So I finally pull over and give it a rest, and I'm thinking about going back down the mountains, and you did what?
I had just enough service to download this altitude app, so I figured out what altitude we were at, how much there was left to go, and I'm like, dude, we're right at the top. Like,
She said
just
we're
keep going.
400 feet from the top. Let's just go.
But wait, tell the story of the little minivan that pulled up right after us.
Oh, the cute little old couple that hopped out and went to the back of their minivan, opened it up, and started mixing a drink, and said, "We need a drink." He's arguing. And they sat there and had a drink and then pulled off.
Well, I'm glad you didn't turn around and go back down, because then you got to worry about your brakes.
Right.
Right. So we continued over the top, and it was just right there. And as we went back down the other side of the mountain, there was a pull out. There were a bunch of loose or free-range bison. So we stopped to take pictures, and that's
You were
where.
too rattled. I took the pictures.
Well, don't tell on me. Yeah, I was pretty frazzled by then. So she was. She took control of the camera, and those mountains with the RV in them was one of her pictures, and JT pulled the RV out because it made it too busy, left the mountains in, and so we've got a wonderful memory in our logo.
True, true. Let's see. We've got some interesting chat going on. Artist on the Road says in capital letters, egg rolls.
Yeah!
Margie asks if April is learning to drive the RV. Crystal is learning to drive the RV.
I did yesterday, and I cried.
You cried. What?
I did.
I saw you leaving. I mean, you had that thing floored to 0.5 mile an hour. I mean, you were tearing up the roads.
I let her drive all the way back with the brake on.
With the e-brake.
That's not good for your brakes.
No.
No wonder it was going so slow. Let's see. Mel Nettie says she loves egg rolls too. She's put up your Amazon and YouTube link again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie Jo. Said very nice logo. And Margie says she liked the way it turned out. And we have a new person in, Professor Stratego. I sort of remember him coming in a long way back. Fantastic Travels loves the logo. We're doing good here, Professor. How are you doing? Roy and Becky. Roy got out of bed. Yay!
You guys actually get up this early?
No, they're still in bed watching. They're not out of bed yet. That is, unless Becky tricked Roy into getting up. So we've been talking to Tim and Crystal from CR View this morning, asking about how they started, what they're doing. Okay, the next thing we got to ask is where you're going.
That changes every day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we're either going Pacific Northwest again and then east, or we're gonna kind of make a U-turn and go back towards Texas. All depends on.
Not this time of year, I hope. It's
no.
Should be kind of snowy up there.
Well, we take our time doing it. We stay 3 weeks at a time at Thousand Trails normally.
Oh, okay.
And so we'll hit several parks along the way, and by the time we get up to Oregon, it will be March or
May.
April or May. Yeah, end of April.
That should be
May.
better. Well, I'm heading around the 22nd, 23rd, I think. Let me look at the calendar here. Probably 22nd or 23rd, I'll be heading back towards the east to Wilmington, North Carolina. I have to stop in Phoenix. I have two vinyl jobs to do there. And then I'll just head back 10 and make sure everything's tied down, because 10 is terrible, especially in Louisiana. Yep, it'll rattle your teeth out. Let's see. I didn't prep much for this interview because this is the first one, so I've been thinking while I've been talking about what I need to do on the next one. More pictures, because mine is a show and tell type thing. And let's see. We've got 8 in the house, and I'm not sure how many thumbs up. We were at 11, so we probably got a couple more. Let's see. Let me see. I'm looking to see if there's anything else I can bring up. So
We can talk about our greatest fail.
do what?
We can talk about our greatest fail.
Yes, please do.
Well, our first year.
First year out?
Yeah, the awning.
The awning is on the roof. What? The awning is on the roof.
It won't make too much sense if you haven't met my mom, but if you've met my mom, you know what she's like. But it was our second trip ever in the RV.
Second campground.
Yeah, we were selling our house still, and our house was about 2 hours away from our campground. So, you want to say the prelude?
So, the first campground we were at, when I put the awning out, I left the rails attached to the RV like they should be. And my son kept running into them with his head and getting angry about it and frustrated. So we got here and I thought, well, I'm going to detach the rails and set them straight upright like, porch.
Poles.
And so nobody will run into them. Did not, however, tie it down.
So we go to take care of the house. My brother and my mom are back at the camper, and we're on the 10.
We were an hour away.
Yeah, we were an hour away back. And I get a phone call, and my mom talks so loud that I have to hold the phone out from here, and Dad can still hear her from the driver's seat.
Very clearly.
And she's just going, the awning is on the roof.
What?
And I'm like, what? And she's like, no, the awning's on the roof. And I'm like, well, what happened? Where's Timmy? And she goes, I don't know. Bye. And then hangs up. And that's it. And we're like,
So we race back, and by the time we get back, Timmy's there with our neighbor, and they've gotten the awning off the roof, but the rails were, the brackets on the rails had broken, so I was able to repair it.
It wiped out our TV antenna, so we haven't had an antenna this whole time.
And the neighbor politely says, you might want to take some straps and tie the awning down when you have it out. And so,
it was literally just
lesson
one
learned.
gust of wind, and then the wind was done.
Well, I mean, that's one of the way you learn. You get out here and you make
Yep.
mistakes. And next time you don't.
We've still never replaced the antenna on the roof yet.
Well, I don't watch TV either, so.
Neither do we.
Mom does.
We watch YouTube and Netflix, Hulu, but regular TV is a thing of the past.
All right, you said this is probably the first time you've boondocked this long.
Yes.
What have you learned about boondocking since you've been here? You've been here, what, 2.5 weeks, 2 weeks?
We were only supposed to be here for a day.
Yes, I know.
Yep.
What happened there?
We got used to having elbow room.
We found out we liked this. Well, we found out that what we had heard on Facebook wasn't really the way it was here, and that it was not COVID infested and was not just everybody in each other's faces. We were kind of, people here were laid back and easygoing and just wonderful folks. So we wanted to come back. So we left out of here as planned, got to the next campground destination, and it wasn't exactly what we expected, so we decided to turn around and drive all the way back.
Well, that's a lot of driving.
And since then, we've canceled 2 other reservations and just stayed. So,
jeez, we can't get rid of you, can we?
nope.
What have we learned?
What have we learned? We've learned that we can go about 3 days on our current tank of water before we need to go get more water.
Mom likes washing dishes.
And empty the tanks. We've learned that we can do coffee on the stove, cook on the grill, and go about really a week without having to run the generator to charge the coach batteries.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Now I do run it a little more often because we're using an EcoFlow battery pack to run the computers and charge the phones and stuff like that.
Solar panel for that.
So I run it every couple of days to charge that. But we found out that we really like this. It's a lot more freeing than being in a campground with people that you don't interact with. Here we have more of a community, and
well, it's the cul-de-sac tribe.
Yeah. There's a lot more community here out in boondocking than we ever had in a campground with a lot of strangers that we just say hi to.
Well, campgrounds too, you reach out, you can touch your neighbor,
Yeah.
And I definitely don't like that.
We were also afraid that there were so many options with solar. Like, we were afraid that we wouldn't be able to do it because we don't have solar done yet.
Yep.
And when we were looking into it before doing this, there's so many options out there that we really didn't know what we needed, and we got so overwhelmed that we just didn't do it. And really coming out here and experiencing it and knowing what we would need is a lot. I think we get a lot better of an idea.
Yeah, so I can plan for it now and provide the solar that we would actually use versus just spending a bunch of money on something that doesn't or may or may not work.
Yeah, and you can find, people that have found the discounts, and like, the place in Phoenix, what is it, Santan, that has, slightly used for a really good price.
Yep.
So, it's just a matter of finding out the information as you go.
And you've never built a campfire before.
Well, not since the Boy Scout days. So in our whole 3.5 years of traveling in the parks, we never built a campfire. Well, I think we did once.
No.
Yeah, at Whaler's Rest, we bought wood and had a campfire.
Okay, maybe once.
Roasted marshmallows. But out here, it's like campfire every night, and so I keep looking to, as it starts getting dark, if nobody's built one yet, I run out there and try to build it so I can be the first one to do it.
Well, we have another camper here. His name is Duffy. He will go out and sit with no fire until somebody comes out and makes one.
Yep. He's like, ready for a fire, guys.
Yep. He left. He's leaving today to go visit his brother in Yuma for a few days, and then he'll be back. We're starting to thin out around here since the big tent is gone. Wi-Fi is getting better. 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, I couldn't even get a stream out. Yeah, it's not doing too bad today. It's locked up a couple little times, but nothing major. So, what are your future plans besides going northwest? Anything business-wise or another book?
She's working on a book.
Well, my actual goal is to be traditionally published instead of self-published,
Mhm.
and there is one that I've been working off and on for the last 8 or so years.
Hey,
And yeah, well, and I've grown a lot and changed a lot, and I've realized where I actually want it to go and what I want to say with it, so I'm working on that. So that's been fun.
are you checking into, I'm not sure what you'd call it, a professional publisher or some of those that publish your book online for you? Or
Well, the bigger ones actually are doing both now. Like they do print and ebook now, so that's cool. Like they're broadening their options, so that's really cool. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see where it goes.
The book she's working on, it's more of a novel type, and she does want to get it uh, published through a professional publisher.
But like whether it's a big publisher and an indie one, I mean, we'll see where it goes.
okay, I just went over to studio and I saw that Mima Matters came in.
Hi.
My
Hey.
chat doesn't seem to be going because I'm on top chat. No wonder. Gotta go to live chat. Maybe I can catch up. There we go. Carrie Jo says, please tell Mummy and Clyde I said hello. Did they come in? Because I may have missed it. I'm not sure. Like I said, I was on top chat. I don't know why this thing goes to top chat instead of live chat, but appreciate you coming in. And everybody that's in here. Wandering Gypsy Vanner just came in. Good morning. We're doing an interview with Tim and Crystal from CR View, which is one of our cul-de-sac friends, new friends. And when you're in the cul-de-sac, when you become a friend, you can get in, but you can't get out. So
That's what we found out.
you're stuck. Okay. Yeah, I think Mummy and Clyde came over here Thanksgiving, if I remember right, or just after that. Hadn't seen them since. So let's see. Any other interesting information you can tell us about to keep this thing going? Because we've got only 16 minutes left. Look how
Wow.
time flies.
Hmm.
What do you want to talk about? Anything?
Anything in particular that any projects you're working on, or anything you're going to do to the van or the camper? Or
Dad wants to redo the countertop.
Yeah, we went and
Okay.
bought the wood piece for it the other day, and so next project is to actually pull the stove, pull the old countertop out, mark out, cut the new countertop, put it back in, and Gracie might be pleased with me for a day or two.
Oh, and Gracie is his wife, and she will not go on camera. Period.
No, she will
said,
not.
"No,
You have
no,
to
no."
sneak the camera around. And do you have your tools for that job?
I found a person here that has tools that is gracious enough to loan them out and
What kind of
even
tools?
help use them.
What kind of tools are they?
They're really
Ryobi.
cool.
Oh, Ryobi's, huh?
Ryobi's, battery operated, so you
Cool.
don't have to have electric. And
I think that guy built his whole shuttle bus with nothing but battery-powered tools.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
so.
I think he did.
We might actually be in that bus right now.
Yeah, stuffed in the corner. 13-foot bus and got about a 2 square foot area for interviews that I just made up yesterday.
Hey, it works.
Hey, first interview, first people on the interview, and it hasn't gone too bad. We haven't messed up too much. Oh, I haven't. I hit the wrong button once, I think, but
I haven't messed up.
oh, of course not.
Okay.
You guys are perfect. You guys are
Sure.
perfect. I'm the one pushing the buttons, so it's easy for me to mess up. And my stream is starting to fall apart by the looks.
Uh-oh.
Yikes.
Yeah, the sun's over there, just behind the cloud or two. You can't quite see it if you look. Ooh, whoops, right there to the left. That's where the sun is. And so my guests on panel aren't calling in, they're actually here, and I'm using two cameras because the Wi-Fi is so bad here. So that's why we're getting a decent picture, a really good picture actually, and they're not cutting in and out, except YouTube is cutting in and out a little bit. So we're up to 46 minutes and a half, 46 and a half minutes. Let me see. Let's
14 minutes.
For some of the new people that haven't seen this, we'll do a roll call. I pop that up every now and then just to see who's in here. We've got a couple people that hide in the background, which is just fine with me. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Tell your friends about the American Wanderer. I'm going to be continuing going live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at AM local, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central, and I guess 7 California time. They're always behind. So let me see if I can find the next screen I need, since this thing pops around on me. So you guys going to be doing anything other than just your countertop, or are you going to go do any sightseeing? Or
Well, we planned on doing some sightseeing while we were here. We've done a little bit, like we drove out to Lake Havasu the other day and seen the London Bridge. And
uh-oh, I think they've lost. It should come back though. It's turned green again. So like I said, but about this time of day, people are getting up and getting online. So, and then around 11 o'clock for some reason, Roy and Becky, they go right on with no problem. Again, when I get back to Wilmington, I'll have unlimited bandwidth. So thank you, Sherry. It says I'm back. We're back. All three of us are back.
I think it's Roy's so tall that he acts like an antenna as he walks around with his camera.
He might. Well, he takes his phone and puts it on a tripod outside. See, I'm in a metal box with reflectix up on all the windows. So I'm like a Faraday cage. My signal isn't too well. So my phone is over here behind me near the window, close to the window. Yep, everybody's saying I'm back. They lost me for a second. And we got, probably going to lose me again. I just went red. We'll just keep on going. So let's see. What's a good question? Do you have any questions about boondocking, interview, or anything?
What got you started with
They're
boondocking?
over here to my left, which looks like right on my screen. But
Yeah, what got you into the van life, mobile traveling?
I'm getting old. I wanted to go see some things. I wanted to go meet other people. You know, living in the same place for 15, 20 years, you don't really get to meet a whole lot of people. So I started off with a 25-foot toy hauler, fifth wheel, getting about 8 miles a gallon. And I said, I got to do something different. So I went searching. Thought I heard some rain on the roof there for a second. It's loud in here. It's like a drum. So I got a shuttle bus, and that's what my channel is about, just completely converting this into an RV. Uh-oh, Roy says his trashy video is almost done. Good, good. But then, this is my second year, and I've slowly improved the shuttle bus. I've got a couple things to do. The ceiling and the floor. And then actually it's going up for sale when I get back to Wilmington. I'm thinking about going cargo trailer and truck route. So I get to do it all over again. Yeah, Roy's going to be sending that trashy video out. So you got to put a disclaimer on there, Roy. Adults only.
You know, when you do a build like this, do you look for schematics online, or do you design it out yourself?
Hey, we've got a reverse interview going. Yay. No, I actually designed everything in this bus on the computer in 2D. I'm not a 3D person. I'm 2D. I've been doing drafting for so long that I can see 3D out of 2D pictures. So everything was done on the computer. Everything fit. A couple minor changes. And away we went. 2/3 of this build was just tearing the shuttle bus apart, so I could get to building it. So in a cargo trailer, it's got square corners, perpendicular walls, so it'll be easy. This thing is curved, completely curved. So I had to make templates for everything I put in. And the reason I did it is because of my sign company. You can't see, but right in front of me, it's weird looking at the screen. In front of me is all my equipment. It's tucked away. So I had to design all the cabinets to fit everything. So everything has its place. If it's out of its place, I know it immediately. So I couldn't go out and buy a camper that's built just for RVing, because mine's a business on the road. So, but everything works. That's all that counts. First time cabinet maker. Well, the gaps aren't perfect, but everything's functional. That's what counts. So I'm looking forward to possibly helping with that countertop, since I used to do countertops. Are you going to do it too, Crystal? You're going to help?
I'm going to video.
Oh, you're going to video.
I'll be there catching proof.
Uh-oh. HD's barking, so somebody's getting close to the shuttle bus.
Is it muffins?
Crystal wants to have her own RV. Here you go, JT. Has one for... Oh. She's saying you should buy this one if you want your own. That's what she's saying. Let's see. 6 minutes left. Wow, this hour went by quick. The first 15 minutes was kind of slow, but... And actually, it's pretty warm in here, isn't it?
It is.
Well, no wonder I got the heat on. I don't know why it was getting so hot in here. Jeez, I thought it was just me. I thought I turned that off. I meant to. Well, thank you, Carrie Joe. I appreciate it. Randy's a good guy. I think he likes my bus, too. He said he took away a couple ideas to do in his van, so hopefully he'll do that. And like I said, he's done, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 interviews in the cul-de-sac, and he's getting ready to do one more today, possibly. Can you guys see Melnetti's out the window over here?
Nope.
No, we see the back of Artist on the road.
Okay. I don't know if he's here yet or not. He said he was coming in around 10 or 9 to 10. So
I didn't notice anybody coming in here.
My bus is kind of positioned so I get most of the afternoon, late morning, afternoon sun for the solar. And I'm running on no solar right now because there's no sun. We might be drawing 2 amps, if that, or 2 watts, I should say, if that.
But I seen it rising.
Yeah, you saw it rising.
Right into the clouds.
I think you scared it, so it went away. So yeah. I'm running off inverter.
It's the first time the sunrise seen me in a long time, too.
Thank you, Carrie. She says she likes the build here. I think she's talking about my shuttle, so I hope so. Shanna Craft, good morning. Welcome. Glad you could stop by. You're going to catch the tail end, but we're doing an interview with CRView, Tim and Crystal. And it's gone pretty well, considering it's my first interview. Live, in person, direct, or whatever you want to call it. They were nervous in the beginning, but they're not nervous now. We're all sweating in here because I forgot to turn the heat off. But we'll live. So with about 3.5 minutes left, please be sure to stay until the end credits. The end video, if you would. I'd appreciate it. And we've got 14 in the house. I'm not sure how many thumbs up. We've been having a little difficulty with the stream today, but not much. Again, for the new people coming in, I'm going to be going back to Wilmington in about a month. I'll be hardwired in. No more bandwidth problems. And I'll probably be doing more lives. Probably still Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I think I'll do Tuesday and Thursday at night. I had a lot 40 or 50 people watching when I used to do my night streams. I guess it's just the time of day. This slot was open, so I grabbed it. Thank you, Sherry. She said this interview was great. They were nervous, but so was I, because I didn't prep very well. I just had a few questions, and they helped carry me along, so they did a great job on that.
We didn't prep at all.
Well, you don't have to prep. You know it all on your stuff. That wasn't a jab.
But we seem to forget as soon as we're asked a question. It's like, I know that, but
That's where the nerves come in. Okay, our stream is falling apart. We're down to 0 kilobytes per second, now 7,300. So it's jumping around. We've got people coming online, getting out of bed, getting online. And Shanacraft says, good to see you, Tim and Crystal. And Mel Nettie is giving us thumbs up and hearts. So that's a plus. Well, not me, but you guys.
We can share.
Yeah, there's 2, so we can share. Let's see, I'm going back.
I won't share my muffins, though.
Yeah, it's almost Muffin Monday time. That's the good thing. It usually happens after my feed, so everybody else has to scramble. All right, Bear, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Rewatch from the beginning, and you can see a lot of stuff that you didn't see coming in the later part. If everybody would rewatch this, that I get the watch hours for that too. I'd appreciate that. And any of my playlists, if you want to just let them run, I'd appreciate that too. Working towards that hard 4K watch hours. I just passed 2,300 and going up. Let's see. We got, this is it. This is going to be it. I'm going to go down and do my end screen. And thank you, Tim and Crystal. I appreciate you coming in doing this.
Bye.
And if anybody comes to the cul-de-sac, come visit us. All right, everybody have a great day, and we'll see you Wednesday.